Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today, I am playing StarMade. Let's see, what are we doing today? Oh, we are looking at QuickFire still, which we will probably be doing for quite some time. There we go. Make sure I stop rotating. And today, I wanted to take a look at thrusters. So we're going to need some reactor power. Let's grab some mobility chamber. Well, let's grab a mass chamber too, because I don't remember what that is. And of course, if we're going to be testing thrusters, we're going to need a thruster. So let's grab some Great Basic and some Brown Advanced. Alright. So let's see here. Let's plop this thing down. Mass of 0.2. I believe the mass of armor has been decreased. I think that's what I read. Mass of 0.9. Our mass. It's our mass. 0. Oh, the mass of the whole stinking thing. What about the mass of a single block? That's 0.1 or 0.2. Okay. So it looks like... Oh, stop that. My mass is 0.7, so turn that flashlight off. A single block is 0.05 mass for regular basic armor. But for... I thought I told that to do this. Ah, it's 0.2 for advanced armor. Okay. So, yeah, I think armor has been debulkified, or less massive now. Which is alright. Let's give us a 3x3x3. And we'll just plop a stabilizer. Although I have been thinking, you know what? This is kind of... Now that stabilizer distance doesn't matter, isn't this effectively just halving reactor? Because it doesn't add any other mechanics. It's basically just halving the reactor. Well, I guess you could separate it. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about thrust. Let's see here. So let's get rid of this. How much power do I have? I have 2,700. Can I get that to a good, nice, even 3,000? And my power should be 100% efficiency with stabilizers, because it is stabilizers minus 10. Or reactors minus 10 is the stabilizers you need. I'm going to do like that because I want like a fancy pattern on this off-kilter testing platform. Yeah, of course. Anyway, we are looking here. Our thrust, our max speed is 75. And we can move a little, but it says no thrust, as you can see there. And we are moving incredibly. Wow, it stops fast, though. And it doesn't take any power. That's interesting. Power consumption is 0. So let's pop down a thruster. Put it down here. Now, one thruster gives me 45 thrust. My thrust to mass, not thrust to mash, is now 4.4. I believe 5 now is the maximum instead of 2.5. And the more massive your ship becomes, the more or the harder it is to get up to the full speed. So let's see, my full speed is, oh, let's stick another in. So there we go, tops out at 5. Max speed is 450. So let's just take her to 450. Hope I don't run into anything. Adding all these others, they don't actually increase max speed or my ratio. Slam on the brakes. I believe they still increase acceleration. We could test that out. 100%, it's going to take me, let's see here. Waiting for my timer, and there we go. It takes me Oh, 4 seconds to get to top speed. 3.5 seconds to get to top speed here. So let's add a handful more. Let's wait for my timer to get somewhere. There we go. And that took about 3 seconds. So it is slightly faster, so more thrust does increase your acceleration, it appears, but not your top speed. Okay. So there is a reason to build over 5.0. I think that did. Oh, well, let's just do overkill here. So that takes too much. All right, so let's my timer to go. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. That was 2.5. So the other was clearly 4 seconds. So yes, it will increase acceleration. I know Sven had told me that, but I'd never tested it myself. Not that I disbelieve Sven, but you know how things are. The knowledge isn't truly mine until I've done something with it. But anyway, let's see. And I believe everything scales linearly now. So 45, that should go. Oh, no, that didn't go to 90. That went to 75. Huh. 14. That's strange. Oh, I bet it's because thrust? I don't know. Of course. Huh. I'm looking at the thrust go up, and it doesn't look to be going up linearly. See, so 1 is worth 45, so let's just throw on 10. Oh, let's go 10 this way. This is 253 instead of 450. So I thought it was supposed to move linearly, unless, of course, this is reporting everything wrong now. Don't know. Well, we could check the other... this one. Thrusters. Size is 10. 253.1 thrust. 253. Huh, that's interesting. I thought this was a linear thing now, or maybe not linear, but it provided a set amount per block. But I do know is that these thruster modules are unbelievably more powerful than the old ones. I forget what the old ones were, but I want to say it takes it's either twice or 4 times as powerful as the old. It also takes more power per block. You see, it's running at 25. In fact, ship. Reactor, consumers. Huh. Let's see. We're running, it takes 8. Okay, 20%. I thought I read somewhere that it was, it took energy even when at rest. Maybe it's just I need more of them. Nope. Whee! Go, sit back to center. It is a huge thruster array. Anyway, now let's see here. Let's brake. If you brake and hit the opposite direction, you actually brake faster. So if you brake, this is just braking. We'll be accelerating again. This is braking, now hitting reverse. Moves faster. Now you have to remember to let go of reverse or you'll start flying backwards. But, you know. Where am I? Sure, I'm not going to drift into a pirate station. I'll move backwards a bit. There we go. Alright. Test something else with thrust. Oh, no, I didn't. I don't want to test anything else with thrust. I wanted to bring in a ship. Let's see here. Let's bring in the sloop. Sloop? No, that's... Actually, the sloop, this one actually looks like it still works. Forgot what that did. Oh, I bet that's for... Okay, I have no clue what this does now. It's not the light. Okay, I have a mystery button. Let's see. What about my thrust? I have 81 blocks that I move at 5 thrust to mass. In fact, I'm just going to take this entire reactor out. Or this tower reactor. This entire array out. I still got 5.0. In the old version, in Power 2, I needed all those thrust modules, just to get it to max, to 0.2, or 2.5. I'm sorry, not 0.2. There we go. Oh, no. I had 81 blocks at 5.0. I took out 60 of them. Well, I have 26 left. I took out 55 blocks, and I'm still hitting 5.0 thrust to mass. In fact, actually, so probably a little more than that. Probably, there we go. Put that one there just to tip me over the 0.8 extra. So from 81 to 27. So in those of you refitting ships, your power deficits are probably coming from your thrusters. Because this thing is just as fast. See how much power it's using? Because you don't need nearly as many thrusters. And I'm still going a full twice as fast, or still full twice the thrust to mass that the original ship had. Because I believe this one really did go at a 2.5. So, those of you doing refits, yeah, you have a whole bunch of, I don't even know where the rest of my blocks are. Okay, was it in here? I don't know. It's been so long since I worked on this ship, I don't even remember anything is. Huh? Oh, there's one. I got you. I found them. There we go. See, I've taken it down to 13 blocks, and I'm still running 3.5, and now my reactor's only using 50% of the reactor instead of the 10 bajillion percent it was using, or 90% at 27. So interesting. Thruster blocks are much more powerful now. I think that's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Let's see here. I just don't know where those other reactor or thrusters are. Yes, I do. There's right here, dummy. Use them for decoration. Let's see. There you go. Box left. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's just build one right here on the hull, on the deck. 10. It takes 10 blocks to get where I was in Power 2. Well, 9.5. Actually, max speed-wise, it only takes 9 thrusters to get where Power 2.0 got this ship in speed. And I don't have any remembrance on its power consumption. Of course, this was a civilian ship, and thruster, I think, in the like 3 shield blocks on here are the only things that actually take up power. So that's interesting. So if you are trying to refit your ship from Power 2 to QuickFire, I think one of your big problems is going to be thrusters. So far, they have been the biggest change I've seen, other than weapons, but I haven't dealt an awful well. I built a huge gun last night playing with it, but yesterday playing with it, but Anyway, I think thrusters, I like this. So, the days where we had those big empty holes and we just had to fill them with thrusters and fill them with thrusters and fill them with thrusters, we're still going to have to do that because it's going to get harder to make the thrust to mass for the large ships same. Let's see here. Before we go, let's pull in a real ship. 608. Oh, let's pull in a frigate. That's not the frigate. That's the frigate. Let's see here. Yeah, its thrusters a 2.9. That's still better than it was. But to engage the thrusters, I'm pulling a whole lot of power that I don't have to pull. And it's not that I don't have to pull, but no, I don't have the power to pull. So in this ship, that's probably where the bulk of everything is going. I need to reduce the thrusters, although to be brutally honest, this ship is now obsolete and will be redesigned entirely. But yeah, I think this is where lots of those of you who are going to actually try to refit, this is one of the main places you're going to run into problems. Because thrusters now work a little differently. They're more expensive and more powerful. And of course that means that large ships are going to take a hit in speed, which they should. This frigate should not be able to move as fast as a fighter, or even as that sloop. The sloop should be able to run circles around this frigate, unless, of course, I've dedicated a lot of time, energy, and resources into making this fast. So I think, I like that balance. It's going to be irritating for you refitting, but that's life. Anywho, I've been JW608. This has been StarMade. I'll take you cats later.